Hello and welcome, guys. My name is Campin' Carl, and I'm bringing to you guys another Starcraft 2 in review. Let's get started. It was announced last Monday that Destiny, a well-known Zerg player and a somewhat controversial personality in the Starcraft 2 community, has joined the team Quantic Gaming. Quantic is a team with strong players such as Sase, Inca, Og, and Zelnik. Destiny stated that he had been looking for opportunities to take his play to the next level, and that he felt that Quantic's goals were directly in line with his own. For those who are not familiar with Destiny, he has a well-known stream on Twitch TV where he showcases his unique Zerg play to his many fans. Destiny in particular is well known for his use of the Infestor unit in his matchups. Quantic would be the third team that he has been on, as he is an ex-Root team member and has been a popular member with them until it was disbanded due to its acquisition by Team Complexity. As a result, Destiny was on Team Complexity, but only for a brief period of time before he was released from his contract and remained teamless before being added to the roster of Quantic. Since joining Quantic, Destiny has participated in the most recent MLG Orlando tournament coming from the open bracket, but was eliminated by a player named Artist from the Team Reign. Best of luck, Destiny and Team Quantic, in all of your future endeavors. Well, let me ask you guys a question. Would you watch Starcraft on television if you had the chance? Well, for some of you who want that in your life, you may be getting your wish sooner than you think. Last week, Sundance Giovanni sat down with ESPN representatives in order to supposedly discuss esports and the possibility of showing esports, in particular Starcraft 2, on ESPN's sister network, ESPN2, The Deuce. ESPN2 is a electronic sports news network subsidiary which is carried to approximately 89 million homes across the United States. Giovanni invited Twitter users to tweet the cable giant during the meeting and has generated a substantial flood of positive comments from members of Reddit, Team Liquid, and the esports community in general. These claims reverberated not only around esports-related websites, but also caught the eye of the traditional sports world, being acknowledged in a tweet by the Lakers Nation, which also mentioned the possibility of StarCraft 2 coming to the network. Thoughts on this possible move have been discussed at great length in various esports journalism outlets with mixed reviews. The past few months have seen the emergence of a new social scene known as barcrafting, a term given to establishments that screen live or pre-recorded StarCraft events, usually featuring tournaments such as the GSL, MLG, and NASL. Several barcrafts have been featured in articles from prominent news agencies, including the Wall Street Journal, highlighting their non-traditional take on sports entertainment and the explosion of the esports scene in general. Barcrafts have become an international phenomenon, sprouting up in sports bars and eateries across the United States, Canada, and Europe. The barcraft scene has been seen as a positive move by many in the esports industry and has been denoted as a sign of legitimization by many esports journalists and personalities. We're going to follow up on the story, hopefully with an interview with some of the founders of the barcraft movement in the coming weeks. It was announced on September 6th that Blizzard had announced that it was not only aware of the barcraft movement, but was promoting it by directly engaging the community on their thoughts and opinions, as well as asking them to help spread the awareness of this new esports-centered event. Well, guys, now is the time of the week that we go ahead and start discussing tournaments that have happened over the past week. So if you don't want any spoilers, you can go ahead and check us next week right back here on this YouTube channel. If not, stick with us, and we're going to start with IEM, the Intel Extreme Masters Tournament, which was played in the Big Apple over the weekend, featuring top pro-American, European, and Korean players who incidentally didn't attend MLG. Making it into the playoffs, we have OGS top, Gosu Gator, Fruit Dealer, Dignitas Killer, TSL Killer, and Dong Ray Gu. And if you guys aren't ready, here we go. The winner of IEM New York was none other than Dong Ray Gu, who managed to take the series from Fruit Dealer in the finals. Detailed reports of the tournament can be found at eslworld.net. Now, even with a large event like ESL going on this weekend, there was a bigger event and a bigger story, at least to most people. We're going to move on to MLG. Now, we have several interesting stories to bring you from this if you watched it but maybe didn't get the full story. We're going to start out by talking about a little guy known as Marine King Prime, who came, saw, and conquered, at least up until the final series in the championship, leaving him with a 5th place rank overall. MKP was sponsored solely by donations from the popular website Reddit and played splendidly for the first 2 days of pool play, leaving him 4-1 in Pool A up against very strong opponents such as Idra, Slayer's Boxer, and Hey Pro, not to mention the little one in Ruby. Now, this is MKP's first MLG appearance, and it is not known at this time if he'll be attending MLG Providence, which is in short 5 weeks. But I know me, as well as a lot of people I know, are looking forward to seeing him even more. Great job, Marine King Prime. We look forward to seeing more of you in the future. Now, moving on to another player that was featured here at MLG. This would be STC, a Korean player from Team OGS, who might not have been as well known before MLG Orlando, but has been certainly well known now, as he was originally played a lot during the SC2 beta, but kind of fell into obscurity because he was forced to serve his military service in South Korea, making him unable to play the game. Being recently released from military duty, he has entered the esports scene of Starcraft 2 in a big way. At this MLG tournament, he was the only player to go undefeated, 5-0 in pool play, where he defeated ST Bomber 2-1 before losing in the championship bracket, which we'll get to right now. So if you guys didn't see the finals, here's another big spoiler for you. The winner of MLG Orlando was none other than not Sase. It was Huck. Huck bringing it to you guys. He took out, on his way to the finals, took out Marine King Prime in a 2-1 victory, then the STC in a 2-1 victory, followed by an amazing run of 4-1 over MC in an extended series. The fan reaction's been insane for this Canadian Protoss player who recently made the switch to Team Evil Geniuses. Huck, great job. Glad to see you back on top. Good luck at Providence. And for all of those of you who are out there who maybe missed MLG or was unable to watch it, the VODs are available at MLGpro.com. The replay should be released sometime in the near future for everybody to view. And I guess that'll do it for this week of StarCraft 2 in review. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at StarCraft Alaska for updates, highlights, and more information. Thanks for you guys for watching. Have a great day.